Good afternoon, Pokesports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Today, my friends, we are playing with JISEOK Lee's team, the winner of San Diego Regionals this past weekend. Series 1, it's the only tournament, apparently, that we're going to get officially from Pokemon, and this was the one that took it home using a Baxcalibur, a Garganacl, a Goldengo, a Meowscarada, a Mimikyu, and a Paldean Tauros water style. Folks, I'm really excited to show this one off because this was my first time using a Paldean Tauros on the ladder, apart from a stream that I just did yesterday. And Paldean Tauros has completely changed my world, completely changed my view of VGC, completely changed so many things for me. And so I figure, you know what, let's go and take this into the battle arena. Let's see if we can pull out some wins ourselves. I don't know. Am I as good as JISEOK Lee? Probably not. But can we actually get some wins with this? To be seen. Let's go. And our first battle is up against Kenneth, who's going to be bringing the Gengar, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Grimmsnarl, Corviknight, and Annihilape. Now, the first thing that I want to note here is that this Tauros is different than the Tauroses that I'm used to. It actually uses safety goggles. Safety goggles with Wave Crash, Aqua Jet, and Close Combat doesn't actually use a Raging Bull, which kind of means that against this Grimmsnarl, it does have free reign to just go for screens. So maybe, that being said, we should not lead with the Tauros, right? Baxcalibur sounds like a pretty decent lead here. Can do quite a lot of damage against that Garchomp. We've got the Meowscarada, which can, let's see what that can do right here. Knock off Sucker Punch, Flower Trick. Yep. That is going to be necessary against that Rotom, and I think that can come in first pretty reliably. And then in the back, we have Garganacl that can do quite well against a lot of the physical mons that we've got going on here. But then we've also got, you know what, Paldean Tauros, I think actually kind of works. Maybe not. No, you know what? Let's go with Mimikyu just for that fairy typing against the dragon, just for that fairy typing against the Grimmsnarl. I think we're going to need all the power we can get against this team coming up here. So let's see if we can't pull out a win or two against Kenneth. It would only be one, because after we do it the first time, never going to see them again. It's a best of one. Michael, get your head in the game here. We're playing against Grimmsnarl and Corviknight, starting with Baxcalibur and Meowscarada. That's not a terrible lead for me, I don't think. As long as I can take out this. Now, you know what? I feel like I need to go for the Grimmsnarl first here. If I go for an Icicle Spear on the Grimmsnarl here, and I go for a knockoff also on the Grimmsnarl, the second screen that it sets up will be less timely, because that'll be a light clay off of the Grimmsnarl. I could also hit the Corviknight, but that likely has a Rocky Helmet, and I don't really care too much about the Rocky Helmet if I use that next, if I use an attack next turn. If I use the Baxcalibur, I should say. So we're going to hit the knockoff. That's going to remove the light clay. So we need to remember that Reflect has 8 turns left, but the impending light screen will not. We're going to hit it with a Icicle Spear. It's, again, not going to do very much damage, and we expected that because they set up the Reflect. Unfortunately, it's going to hit 4 times. This is a loaded dice, but it's not guaranteed to always hit all of the hits. So I think here we can go for an Icicle Spear again. And this time we can just try to take out, not even take out the Grimmsnarl, but we're going to actually use that on the Corviknight, because the Meowscarada is what I'm going to use the Flower Trick on. Now, this is an Overgrow Meowscarada, so... actually, hold on. Thinking about this a little bit more. No, yeah, let's go for the Icicle Spear. I could go for the Protect on both of my Mons right now, but I don't think I need to really delay things that much. Meowscarada is going to go down to its Focus Sash, but I do have Overgrow ready and waiting to do that extra damage here. Gonna hit the Baxcalibur. My special attack's gonna go down, but that's okay. Flower Trick is going to crit, meaning it's going to do a ton of damage to the Grimmsnarl. That's gonna take it right out. That's beautiful. All right. Now, the question is, how much damage am I going to do with this Icicle Spear? Looks like quite a bit so far. If I get one of these as a crit, then I think I'm as good as gold. I am going to hit 5 this time, though, so that's pretty wonderful. Now, the thing that I think I probably should have done last turn is hit the Terastallization on the Baxcalibur. I might need to hit Terastallization on the Meowscarada. They are still in Tailwind, so the Corviknight's going to go before me. The Rotom's probably going to go before me as well. This also means that I can't Terastallize now, and it means that, you know what, Terastallizing, not Terastallizing last turn was actually probably an okay choice. So we've got Garganacl and Mimikyu in the back here. All right, if I go for a Glaive Rush here on the Rotom, what happens there? How many turns do they have left on Tailwind? That's 2 turns left on Tailwind. Let's hit the Protect here on both Pokemon. Let's start to slow this game down a little bit. Because I think what they're going to do is go for a Brave Bird on that Meowscarada to try and take that out. And then, an Iron Head on the Baxcalibur is also a choice. Yes. Because they can just use anything that they want on the Meowscarada to go and take that out. So thankfully, we've hit Protect on both Pokemon. We're okay there. I do want to kind of do some damage to the Corviknight before the Baxcalibur goes down. However, Protect has a 50% chance of going through right now. So I figure if I go for a second, if I go for a second Protect, I have a pretty high chance, what was that, 75%? For one of my Pokemon to actually have, no, that's not right. Anyway, we're going to Protect on both Pokemon. It's 50%, right? On both. Oh my gosh, I forgot my basic math. We're going to Protect here. 50% times 50%. Yeah, so Meowscarada is going to miss its Protect. Baxcalibur is going to miss its Protect. That's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, because this Iron Head isn't going to take out the Baxcalibur. But the Thunderbolt is going to take out the Meowscarada. So that would have saved me a little bit of HP on the Baxcalibur there, but I'm actually very, very thankful that it did stay alive. It means that I can go for an attack on the Corviknight still. And maybe even take that out before it has a chance to Tailwind again. I did have the opportunity to take out the Corviknight last turn, but you know what? Sometimes you miss those. I'm going to Icicle Spear that. And then we can play rough on the... What's the best choice here? I can Shadow Claw and hope for a crit, or I can play rough and hope that it hits. I think I would rather go for the Shadow Claw. That's guaranteed damage. Let's attack the Rotom. Because I will get both of my attacks off here. The Rotom takes a little bit of damage. The Iron Head's there. Yeah. Okay, so Corviknight is faster than the Baxcalibur. That's unfortunate. Did not know that would have been the thing, but it turns out, unfortunately, it is. Disguise is going to break. And it's just Garganacl against the world now, my friends. I still need to attack into the Corviknight because they do have 3 turns of Reflect left. Oh my gosh. We can go for Assault Cure here on the Rotom. I need to attack into the Corviknight, so we'll do that with the Shadow Claw, but I'll Terastallize Ghost so that I can actually do enough damage to go and take it out. We're playing from behind, made a couple of risky plays that didn't really pan out, but I think if we play with a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of brainage here, we should be able to pull out a win. Using Shadow Claw on the Corviknight, that is going to take it out. That's great. Mimikyu's going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet, so I mean, that's not too good for me right now. Thankfully, this is one of those teams where most of the Pokemon have Protect on them. The Hydro Pump's going to miss. That's fun. That's really, really good for me. I am incredibly glad that I was able to dodge one of the Hydro Pumps. Yeah, that Salt Cure is going to do some crazy big damage. Bring that Rotom down to its Citrus Berry. It's going to heal up a little bit. So as long as I can kind of outlast the Pokemon there. Outlast this Garchomp, outlast this Rotom. I believe I have 2 more turns left on the Reflect. So if I hit a smart Wide Guard, then we'll be okay, but I'm not going to do that because I'm worried about... If I protect the Garganacl right now, I think that's right. And then I go for a Play Rough. No, I can't do that. I don't know if I should. I think I should protect. 2 turns left on Reflect is too many turns. I need 1 turn left on Reflect. If I had that, then I would have been able to. I think I would have been all right. Thinking ahead here, if this Garchomp is going for earthquakes, then I could go for a Wide Guard, but then I'd have to live 1 Hydro Pump. It's going to hit nothing, which is great. They're going to attack the Mimikyu. That's terrifying for me. Salt Cure is going to do some damage. That's 2 turns left on that Rotom. So if this Wide Guard can successfully block an Earthquake, then my Garganacl might be able to take out the Rotom, not the Rotom, this guy, Garchomp. This turn, next turn. Subsequent turns after. If I go for this now. Yeah, I really need the... Yeah, because a Play Rough isn't going to take this out with Reflect up, unfortunately. Mimikyu hits first. Play Rough's good. Rough Skin's going to do some damage, but as long as this is an Earthquake, then I think we're all right. Yes. Amazing. Okay, great. If I happen to dodge another Hydro Pump, I believe we have assuredly pulled out a win. I didn't dodge that, but it didn't take me out. It did not take me out. I have leftovers, so I'm going to be healing up. I'm not going to be healing up that much. But I just need this 1 turn to go by and have the Rotom go down. I can't protect after I Wide Guard, unfortunately. I mean, I can, but the chances of it actually hitting are very low. But I think that's all I can do. Yeah, I might lose... Okay, no, you know what? This is fine, because I might lose the Garganacl to this, but I won't lose the Mimikyu. And I know that the Mimikyu outspeeds the Garchomp. I think we just won. If this is a Terastallization on the Rotom... Oh, no, okay, no, we're fine. Okay. It's fire. That's straight fire. Mimikyu hits the Protect. Garganacl hits the Protect. Would be so nice if Garganacl hit the Protect. Nope. I did not have very good luck hitting the second Protect here. Oh, going for a Swords Dance. Okay. I don't hate that, especially because Garganacl avoids another Hydro Pump. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Now, the only problem that I have right now is that I no longer do that super big damage to the Garchomp. with the Play Rough. But that was actually up while Reflect was up, so I might be able to take it out with a Shadow Claw. I'll hit the Wide Guard just in case, but we'll go for the Shadow Claw on the Garchomp. Is that right? No, I shouldn't do that. I should go for Assault Cure, and I should go for a Shadow Claw. Because if the Garchomp... No. I should always go for a Wide Guard. Because if it goes for a single target attack against my Mimikyu, then it can go for a single target attack the turn after. So maybe this Wide Guard wasn't the right idea. Regardless, I think the Shadow Claw should take it out. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is the way to pull victory from the jaws of defeat. Missing protects. Thankfully, we were reciprocated by missing Hydro Pumps from the Rotom. Kenneth is probably so sad. I'm super happy that we managed to win that first game. That was great. Okay, let's go and take this team into the Battle Arena one more time. Let's go into game 2. Let's see if we can pull out another win. Come on, let's go. All right, next up, we are facing this team that's using a Hippowdon. That's interesting. We have 2 Evolutions, Glaceon and Sylveon, with a Lycanroc, Hippowdon. I guess they just didn't have a Tyranitar, a Meowscarada, and a Ceruledge. Now, I feel like Tauros is just screaming my name right now. It's like, please, please, please bring me this time. You didn't bring me last time. This time you just need to. Like, look at these guys. They won't know what's coming. So I think I should even lead with it. I feel like leading with it isn't a bad idea because at worst, I can intimidate the Ceruledge and the Meowscarada, although Meowscarada would go for a Flower Trick anyway. So what do we do if a Meowscarada comes out? Well, we go for Baxcalibur. So Baxcalibur is the answer to Meowscarada. And then if we wanted to swap the Tauros out for something that'll take grass damage during this. I know I should be probably worried about the rock and the ground that are in here, but I feel like Goldengo is the right choice here. Meowscarada can also take a hit, and it has a lot of dark moves for the Ceruledge, and it has a lot of grass moves for the Groundies, and Sylveon doesn't want to take that, and Glaceon still doesn't want to take that. So yeah, I think that is the right choice to make. This is going to be a very hyper offensive team compared to the last game, which was which had an element of defense into it that was like, I need to live a hit if I want to win this game. This one is I need to KO them in 1 if I want to win this game. So they're going to lead with the Ceruledge and Sylveon, which is fine. Because my Baxcalibur does outspeed the Sylveon here. Baxcalibur does outspeed the Sylveon. I did intimidate the Ceruledge, so there's at least that I don't really have to worry too much about. But what I do have to worry about is the fighting type of Tauros here. I don't want it to be taking a hyper voice right now. That said, should I go for a Wave Crash on the Ceruledge for the first turn? I think I might. I think I might want to do that, yeah. So I go for that, and then the other side I can go for Icicle Spear on the Sylveon and just do as much damage as I can to that. Looks like nobody's going to be switching out, which is great. So great. This Paldean Tauros, by the way, I have been experimenting with the Mirror Herb Paldean Tauros, and oh my goodness, it is just so good. There's a combo out there right now that has you using a weakness policy on Armarouge. That's interesting. Okay, well that's actually going to be bad for me, huh? That's really neat. Quick attack on that? Okay, yes, all right. I respect the play, and there's weakness policy. So Mirror Herb on Tauros would have copied all of the weakness policy and all of the speed boost there. So it's going to be Tera blasting the Baxcalibur. Yeah, that's going to take it out in one for sure. Yikes. That's a very scary situation we've got going on here. However, we're going to hit it with a Wave Crash, a Tera boosted Wave Crash on a not very effective Pokemon. I think that might still take it out. Yeah, no, come on. Oh, it's so close. And you know what? That speed's going to go way up. We still have a Paldean Tauros out and ready. Should I just bring out the Goldingo? I think so. I think that's the right choice. I could bring out Meowscarada. No, I'm not going to bring out Meowscarada. I'm going to bring out Goldingo. They've already revealed their Tera, so I don't have to worry about Sylveon doing any Tera fire shenanigans. All I need to worry about is taking out this Ceruledge in time to also take out the Sylveon. So we can make it rain here. And if those back two Pokemon, if they're not going to switch out here, they're not. They're just going to let both of those guys go down. If the back two Pokemon don't want to take a Make It Rain, what I can do is swap the Goldingo out and bring out the Meowscarada, let that take a little bit of pain. Yeah, that's going to take that Sylveon right out. That's wonderful, wonderful. So Sylveon's going to go down. The Tauros here. Oh, you know what? Intimidate Tauros is actually pretty interesting too. Let's see what let's see what those other two Pokemon on the other side are. And then maybe we'll have to swap out Paldean Tauros. Maybe we'll have to bring in the Meowscarada. Okay, so we've got a Lugarrock, a Lycanroc over here. See, the problem here is that both Pokemon are weak to Meowscarada. So either one. If this is a Protean Meowscarada, what I'm about to do makes a lot of sense, I think. I think I have to target the Meowscarada with this, and then I have to target the Meowscarada with Make It Rain. I have to do that on the Lycanroc, right? I could also go for the Focus Sash, but if this is, it's not a Focus. I live it! Oh, I live it! Rock Slide, who's it gonna miss? Goldingo. I am so lucky today. We're making it rain. That does so much to the Lycanroc. That's beautiful. I think we won. Yeah, I think we won. We're looking good here. We close combat the Meowscarada. It's going to be super effective on the Meowscarada. It's going to take it down. Tauros' defense fell. Its special defense fell, but I do have priority to attack this Lycanroc. I can also swap out to the Meowscarada, but it's not really worth doing. I can Sucker Punch at any time. We're going to Aqua Jet there. And let's hit it with a Power Gem just because. Ooh. Ooh. I really think that living that or missing that Rock Slide and keeping the Goldingo alive so it can make it rain, oh man, that absolutely won me the game. Am I the luckiest person in all of Pokemon? It might be that I'm the luckiest person in all of Pokemon. Anyway, let's go into game 3. Let's try and see if our luck will hold out. Maybe we'll actually pull out a game that is just unequivocally my win. I would love that today. But anyway, yeah, let's head on into game 3. By the way, folks, this luck has been bringing me really high up in the ranks right now. I'm ranked 3269. Nice. All right, let's go. Okay, and our game here is up against a bunch of Pokemon I've never seen before. So they're going to start getting a little crafty here. We've got a Spiritomb, and this is the first time I've ever seen a Spiritomb in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Where am I? Scarlet and Violet. Vaporeon, Hatterene, Ursaring, which I guess can hold an Eviolite now, which is kind of scary. And a Scizor. I don't have any fire moves on my team, which is a little unfortunate, but I do have Baxcalibur. I think Baxcalibur is a good play. Oh, wait a second. I guess apart from the Vaporeon, if I have something to take the Vaporeon, then Garganacl lead is actually pretty good. And if not, then I can just Terrastalize it. I go Meowscarada and that, because if they bring out the Vaporeon, then I can just Flower Trick it. Tauros is because there are a lot of physical Pokemon here, and then Baxcalibur because Baxcalibur. Yes. Sound reasoning. Okay, so here we go. Rank 7,000, bringing a Spiritomb, an Ursaring, and a Scizor. In my mind, the vain side of me wants to be like, this person doesn't really know what they're doing. But the realistic side of me is like, you know what? You've said that about so many teams that have completely destroyed you. So let's figure this out. So I'm the rock type here. I don't want to Terrastalize into poison type because of Hatterene. Let's go for a Salt Cure. I kind of want to take out the Hatterene before it does anything too nasty. Knockoff is going to be effective against both of these because of their typing. And I don't really want to take a fairy type damage, huh? No, let's just go for a Flower Trick, I guess. A Flower Trick on the Hatterene should be fine. I don't know what the Spiritomb is about to do, and honestly, I'm kind of scared, but let's go for the Hatterene anyway. No, that's always what happens. When you decide to double into something, it always hits Protect. It always hits Protect. The Toast lands Protect side down. What is the Spiritomb going to do? It's going to hit Trick Room. Of course it's going to hit Trick Room. It's a Spiritomb after all. Going to twist those dimensions. Now here, I can actually go for the Wide Guard. I'm a little worried that this Hatterene is going to do some shenanigans, so we can go for a... If I assume that it's going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, then I'll go for the Tera Flower Trick. But I'm also already going Wide Guard. No, you know what? This is to... this is just to do damage to it. My Pokemon in the back, I have the Tauros and the Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur with the Tera Water. Tera Ice and Tera Water, was it? No, Tera Water, Tera... They're both Tera Water. We're going to go for the Terrastalized Flower Trick on the Hatterene. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, both of these Pokemon in the back have Tera Water. I don't think there's any reason for me to go Tera Water away from what I currently have. The Tauros is a fighting type. I would be trying to get away from the fighting type against the Hatterene. So if I take the Hatterene out right now, then we'll be okay. And I won't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, good. So the Dazzling Gleam isn't going to hit because of the Wide Guard. I love Wide Guard. It's just so good. But what's the Spiritomb going to do is the question. Will-O-Wisp is the smart move to use with the Meowscarada. Unfortunate. However, I am going to crit it, so not as unfortunate as I'm making it out to be. So we hit the Flower Trick, it always crits. Boom. Oh my gosh. Really? That did nothing. That did nothing. That's amazing. Well, let's try and take it out this turn then. We'll Salt Cure it. I guess I have to go for another Flower Trick, right? What can they possibly swap into? The Scizor. The Scizor. It kind of also makes Salt Cure better here. It also kind of makes Sucker Punch the wrong choice. It makes Protect the wrong choice. I don't know if I need to keep the Meowscarada up. But what if I'm going to Protect. I am going to Protect. And they're going to withdraw the Spiritomb in favor of the Scizor. Okay. So protecting here, because I figure that now that I've shown the Wide Guard, they're not going to use wide attacks. Apparently they are. Okay. Well, I guess so. Still going to do some damage to the Garganacl. Oh, it's a Life Orb variant. That's interesting. And then Salt Cure is going to do some. some. I could probably just Sucker Punch it to finish it off. Everyone's going to take a little bit of damage or heal a little bit of damage. But that is the life of Pokemon here. I think I'm going to Sucker Punch that just in case. I think I can take it out, but I'm going to Salt Cure the Scizor and Sucker Punch the Hatterene. If they withdraw, then I'm taking damage on the Meowscarada, unfortunately. But this Bullet Punch isn't going to do it all my life. It's going to do some of it. That's not fair. Mystical Fire is going to be enough to take out the Meowscarada, though. However, the Hatterene is going to go down this turn because of the Life Orb. And Garganacl is going to be able to Salt Cure the Scizor, which is going to start doing some pretty great damage. I can at least stall out one turn of both Trick Room and just Trick Room, I guess. Trick Room and Salt Cure, yeah. Garganacl is going to restore a little bit of HP, and Scizor is going to take a buttload of damage. I'm not going to bring up Baxcalibur because I don't want the Bullet Punch to do all that life as damage, so I'm just going to bring out Tauros as normal. And Spiritomb is going to come out. So that's the Trick Roomer right there. So if I can do some damage to this Trick Room boy... Oh, that attack ball is actually... That might be relevant in a second. We're going to hit the Protect on the Garganacl. And I think we're also going to hit the Protect on the Tauros. Because what I fear is the Spiritomb going for a Will-O-Wisp. What am I going to do? I'm looking at the status here. One turn left of Trick Room. I think this is right. We're going to go for Protect here. I'm going to need Wave Crash to do all the damage, though. That Spiritomb is too big, and I would really prefer if it didn't have the chance to go for another Trick Room. Yeah, so that Bullet Punch on the Garganacl is not going to take it out. Thank you, not today. Will-O-Wisp was expected, and that's what happened. And then Trick Room's going to run out. Right, of course, we have the Garganacl healing up with the leftovers. We have the Scizor taking some damage with Salt Cure. That's a pretty big load of damage there. Twisted Dimensions are going to return. Now, if they're being cautious, they might want to take the Scizor out of play right now. And if they do that, then that's my chance to recover with this Garganacl. Because they're going to want to set up Trick Room again. They're going to want to protect that Scizor from taking too much damage, and then next turn I can always Aqua Jet it to do the rest of its life. We can go for Wave Crash on the Spiritomb. Yeah, so they are going to keep the Scizor in. They're going to Bullet Punch it. That's all I can do. That is totally, totally fine. And Wave Crash is here to do, hopefully, a decent amount of damage. A decent amount of damage. Oh, so they're not even going to use... They're not even going to use Trick Room yet. That might be an opportunity for me. That might absolutely be an opportunity for me. I don't think that the Scizor can do very much to my Paldean Tauros, and I don't worry a lot about what that Scizor is going to do next turn. So if I go for Baxcalibur here... Oh, you know what? That could have been a smart switch. Switching Tauros into Baxcalibur. I need to remember that, because Baxcalibur can't be burned. So I'm just going to need to do more damage to that Scizor than it has life. And I can either protect this turn and let them set up a Trick Room. I'm going to Icicle Spear this, and I'm going to Aqua Jet the Scizor. I think I have enough speed to go and take it out. I think I have enough power, even while burned, to take it out. And I've done enough damage to that Spiritomb that my Icicle Spear should be able to take it out. The Bullet Punch, it's -1. It's not taking me out this time. Thank you for that Intimidate, Paldean Tauros. That might not even take... Oh, no, it's definitely not taking out the Spiritomb now. Ah, oh, man. That's 1, 2. Oh, the crit. The crit. 3, 4, and 5. So the loaded dice... Oh, I have loaded dice on me. That's what it is. The loaded dice are soulbound. Tauros is going to take a little bit of burn damage, but the Scizor is going to take a little bit of life damage and go away from the field right now. So that's wonderful. I think we do have 1 Pokemon left on either side. Sorry, 2 Pokemon left on either side. The 1 Pokemon needs to come out right now. Who is that going to be? It's Dragonite. It's Dragonite. I feel like I need to protect here, because that's probably going to be a close combat. Not a close combat, sorry, an extreme speed. So if I protect here, I protect the Baxcalibur. If I close combat on the Dragonite, do I just have space to do it? I think I have space to Aqua Jet this. I need to assume that they're going to target the Baxcalibur. Yeah. I assume that this is going to be an extreme speed on the Baxcalibur. So I'm going to let this Dragonite Tera normal and go for an extreme speed on my Baxcalibur, please. If it doesn't go on Baxcalibur, I think I lose the game. So Baxcalibur protects. Extreme speed goes on Paldean Tauros. Okay. But that doesn't take it out. That doesn't take it out. That doesn't... Oh, come on! This... Okay. It's attacking that, so that's fun. I didn't even look to see how much damage the Tauros... How much damage that did to the Tauros. Well, this is awkward. If I go for an Icicle Spear... Yeah. Because the problem is, now that's the target for extreme speed. It surely is the target for extreme speed. I still go for Aqua Jet on the Spiritomb. It lives at 1. The most unfortunate live at 1 that I've ever seen. Dragon Claw on the Tauros is going to take the Tauros out. I have 2 hits. I have 1 hit, actually, because this is going to be an extreme speed afterward. That's a critical hit? That cannot be a critical hit. Oh, that was multi-scale. Yeah, okay. 3, 4. Let's get 1 crit. 1 more crit. Oh, that's not a very good crit. Well, I'm going to check the status here. Is there anything I can think about here? There's Trick Room, but Trick Room doesn't matter when you have extreme speed. That's a +2 priority. We'll go for a Protect on the Baxcalibur just to see what it does. It's going for Dragon Claws. I have 1 chance to win this. If this Ice Shard can land a critical hit, I believe I can take this out, because each one of those Icicle Spears did a little bit of a chunk of damage. And this Ice Shard, that's a 40 base power, so let's give it a go. This is my 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Sometimes you just got to go for it. Ice Shard is not, it's just gonna barely do enough. Just gonna barely not do enough, and that's gonna take out my Baxcalibur, but it was such a close game. That game was so close. I made a missed call when I chose to protect the Baxcalibur and attack with the Tauros. If I had chosen to attack the Dragonite with the Tauros, I think I would have been much better off. But I feared the Spiritomb because I fear the unknown. That Dragonite just had a tiny bit of life left. That's so unfortunate. But anyway, the only thing that I have to fear was, as it turns out, fear itself. So what we'll do, let's go and take a look at this rental code. Let's get you out for the day. This was a fun set of games, my friends. And it's just like I said, when you expect a team to not do well, that's the team that's going to beat you. This is the team that won San Diego Regionals. And for all intents and purposes, it does work. You saw that those past few games were just absolutely monstrous with the amount of damage that it did, with the amount of things that it lived, with the amount of variety that this team has. It's amazing. We've got Baxcalibur, Garganacl, Gholdengo, Meowscarada, Mimikyu, and Tauros. The Baxcalibur is quickly becoming one of my new favorite Pokemon, especially with loaded dice, making it so that Ice Shard will more often do the higher end of its range. So you're seeing a lot more 4 hits, you're seeing a lot more 5 hits, which really makes Ice Shard's average power a lot higher. Because if you get 4, that's already a 100 power move. If you get all 5, that's a 125 power move. That's really good, especially when you have same type attack bonus on that. Then you still have Icicle Spear. Oh, that's what I'm talking about with Icicle Spear. Ice Shard is great for that priority hit after you've done the Icicle Spear damage and done almost all of the damage that needs to be done. But then you've also got Glaive Rush in case you need to do big damage right at the end there. Next, we've got Gholdengo with Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Power Gem, and Focus Blast. Just a very strong full attack set of Gholdengo. You kind of need to have one on your team at this point. Mimikyu with Play Rough, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Protect. I love how much Protect is on this team. If you're playing a competitive team in VGC and you want to make sure you get all the information that you can, especially in a best of 3, Protect is your friend. You get to know a lot about a team. You get to know a lot about what they have to use and what they can use by using Protect. Mimikyu is just, it's increasingly a very prominent Pokemon in VGC right now, especially for Series 1. Play Rough does a ton of damage. Shadow Claw has a big high chance to crit, and then Shadow Sneak, same thing with the Baxcalibur. You get a little bit of priority just in case you need to clean something up at the end. Meowscarada, this is a clean segue into Meowscarada and Tauros. These sets are all kind of the same, right? You have like a big attack damage, a kind of big attack, another big attack damage, but with maybe a trade-off. So in Tauros's case, you have close combat, but close combat that lowers your defenses, Wave Crash that lowers your HP, and then you have the priority move and Protect. Meowscarada, same kind of thing. You have the big damage move and Flower Trick. You have Knockoff, which is big damage one time, and then Sucker Punch, which is a priority move. And then Protect. Garganacl, Salt Cure, Recover, Wide Guard, Protect. That is your utility mon. That is what you're using to stall things out. Wide Guard is wonderful. Protect is wonderful. Recover keeps you alive. And you have the Poison, the Poison Tera type, just in case you need to live a certain move that you don't know is going to KO Garganacl or not. If someone's coming in with a close combat and you want to lower the amount of damage that that's going to do, you Tera into Poison, and then you're good. If they're going to be using status moves, if they're going to be poisoning you, you can just poison yourself and not have to worry about it. I'm sure there are other reasons as well, but speaking so quickly, I'm probably missing one. Anyway, this is the team ID 6221L. Go and use it for yourself because it is a beast of a team. All right. From now, I think like this is going to be the only regionals using Series 1. Orlando's the next one. I'm going to be going to it. It's going to be using Series 2. So enjoy this while it lasts. It's up for the rest of the month. I've been Mike. I play with 2 Pokemon on the field. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.